Namaskar. Om. We have seen the 11th shloka of second chapter. So we are dealing with the Shankara Bhashyam of Bhagavad Gita. Now we are discussing the 12th shloka of second chapter. Natvevaham jatu nasam natvam neme janadhipaha न चैव न भविष्यामः सर्वे वयमतः परम्. Lord Krishna says, Natvevaham jadunasam. There was not a time when I was not there. And there was not a time when you were not there. Na chaiva na bhavishyama. In future also, we are all present. Krishna is showing the eternal nature of Atma. The Atma is existent in the past, present, and it will be there in the future also. Now we will see the Shankara Bhashya. Natu eva jatu katachit aham na asam. So there was not a time when I was not there. Kimtu asa eva, I was existent. Atideshu dehotpatti vinasheshu khadadishu viyat eva nitya eva ahamasam iti abhiprayaha. When the body is destroyed in the previous lives, when the body takes births and deaths in the previous lives also, the Atma is not destroyed like the space which is present in the earthen pots. When the pots are destroyed, the space inside the earthen pots are not destroyed. Likewise, when the bodies are destroyed in past lives also, the Atma is not destroyed. Krishna is now showing the absence of Pragabhava in Atma. Pragabhava means absence of a thing before its production. When something is produced, it was absent before its production. That's called Pragabhava. So you cannot show Pragabhava in Atma because there was not a time when Atma was not existent. So the Pragabhava of Atma cannot be shown. Tadha natvam na asi kimtu asi eva. That's the same with you also. You are also present in the past. You are existent. Tadhana ime janadipa na asan kimtu asaneva. It is so with all the kings and the fighters and the warriors who are assembled here. They were all present in the past. They were existent. Tadha nacha eva na bhavishyama kimtu bhavishyama eva sarve vayam ata asmat deha vinashat param uttarakale abhi trishu api kaleshu nitya atmaswarupena iti arthaha. What about future? In the future also, myself, you, and all the kings and warriors who are assembled here will be existent. They will be existent because the Atma is eternal or Nitya. So considering Atma, their existence is present now, they will be existent tomorrow, they were existent in the past, yesterday also. Dehabhedanuvritya bahuvajanam na atmabhedabhiprayena. In the shloka, Lord Krishna used the word Vayam. Vayam is plural. So Shankara says he used Vayam not because the Atma is plural. Atma is single, one only. It's the same Atma in everybody. He used Vayam or the plural considering the plurality of the bodies. The bodies of the kings, the warriors, Krishna, Arjuna are different. That's why Krishna used the plural word Vayam and not considering the plurality of Atma. He doesn't agree with the plurality of Atma because Atma is one and only one. So now, Tatra Kadham iva nitya Atma iti drishtantamaha. Why this Atma is eternal? So we have to see that. That is the 13th verse of Bhagavad Gita. Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tadha dehandara praptir dhirastatra na muhyati. Krishna says, Dehinosmin yatha dehe. When the body is concerned, the changes come to the body, like the puberty, the youthful state, the old age. And Krishna says that the Dehandara Prapti, death and taking another body, that is Dehandara Prapti, taking another body. You have to consider the Dehandara Prapti or the taking of another body also, like the stages we have seen, puberty, youthful state, old age. That's also another stage. So you don't think that the Atma changes when one becomes in the pubertal stage, or when he moves to the youthful state, or when he moves to the old age. We don't consider that the Atma is changing, or the Atma is dying, or Atma is taking birth. So we consider the same Atma in the three stages, the youthful stage, in the adult state, and also in old age. So likewise, we have to see that the same Atma is moving to the Dehandara Prapti at the time of death, and when a new body is taken, there also there is no change for the Atma. That's what Krishna wants to show. Dhiras tatra na muhyati. So these changes, dhira means one who is having Atma Jnana, one who is having knowledge about the self. A person who is having knowledge about the self is not deluded, or he is not frightened. Na muhyati. He is not deluded. He knows that this is a natural thing, like day and night, like rainy season and summer. These things come and go. Shankara Bhashya, Deha asya asti iti dehi. So to whom the body is having, he is called the Dehi. Tasya dehino dehavada atmana asmin vartamane dehe yatha yena prakarena. So the owner of this body is called Dehi. And to that Dehi, to that soul, or to that Atma, the stages like Kaumaram, the pubertal state, the Balyavastha, the childhood state, the adult stage, the middle age, Yuno Bhavo, Madhyamavastha, Jara, Vayohanihi, Jirnavastha. And all these changes, all these states of the body, the Yaskin says six stages from birth to death. The body changes from childhood to the pubertal stage, to the youthful stage, then to the middle stage, middle age, and then old age and death. These things happen. Iti eda tisra avastha anyonya vilakshana. So these different states pause, but the Atma is having no change at all. Tasam pradhamavastha nashena nasho didiyavastha upajananena na upajananamatmanaha. So when the pubertal stage ends and when the adulthood stage starts, we don't say that Atma is dying. Or when the adulthood stage starts, we don't say that the Atma is born. We say that the same Atma is continuing. Kim tarhi avikrayasya eva ekasya dutiya tritiya avastha prapti atmano drishta. So what we want to show is that Atma is avikriyaha. That is, Atma is without any transformation. Atma is without any change. When the milk is converted to curd, we say that it is transformed. So no such change happens to the soul. Hence we say that it is avikriyaha, without any transformation. Tadha taddvat eva dehat anyo deha dehandaram dasya prapti dehandara praptihi avikriyasya eva. So likewise, we have seen that when from the youthful stage to the middle age and to the old age, there is no change for the Atma. Likewise, when the body is dying and taking another birth, there is no change for the Atma, because there is no transformation which is happening to the Atma. So we have seen the three stages in the life. There is no change of Atma in those three stages. Likewise, when the person is dying and taking another body, there is no transformation or there is no change at all for the Atma. Eva Atmana ityardha dhiro dhiman tatra evam satina mukhyadina mohamabhadyade. So one who knows that these things happen to the body, this is inevitable, nobody can change that, it is quite natural. So dhira, one who is having that knowledge of self, he is not frightened or deluded. Na mohamabhadyade. He is not deluded, or he is not frightened, or he is not terrified. He knows that these are natural things. There is no change for Atma. Atma is avikriyaha. There is no transformation. There is nothing is changed. There is no damage is done to the Atma. So why he should grieve, or why he should be deluded? There is no reason for such delusion or moha. That's the meaning of the 13th shloka.